Welcome to the next stop. I'm Wayne Caveman Keys, and this is the beautiful lace monitor of the Cumberland Plains. Come out with us today for the walk, meet me mate the lace monitor. Look at him looking at you, hey? Hello mate, I won't hurt you little buddy. Look at him, he doesn't even move. I think he knows me, this guy. So, come for a walk today, down at my local reserve. Hello little friend, you're beautiful aren't you? You're a beautiful little friend, aren't you? Hey, what you been doing? What a mad experience. Down, face to face, at point blank, with a mad lace monitor.
And the life of a young lace monitor isn't easy. They spend a lot of time foraging down on the ground and hunting little bugs and insects, or a lot of scavenging at this age too. And it's pretty rare to see these guys. They're very skittish, especially at this age. They'll take off up a tree as quick as look at you. So gaining the trust of the animals, really important, so you can follow them along and have a look at their daily routines, do a bit of studying. And a bird just flew over then, you could see him flinch. So tiny, this guy, probably be a year old, be last year's batch. You can see by all of the little grasses and twigs how small this guy is as he disappears behind this little paper bark. Out getting a bit of sun. Even at that age, they've got that mad strut about them. They prowl around the plains like they own the plains, even though they're tiny. And he's sniffing out something in the grass there. He's found something of interest in the grass there. He flicks that forked tongue out, and the Jacobson's organ will process all the chemicals and dust and other particles in the air, and I know what's around, whether it's a potential mate or prey, and even what direction it is in. That forked tongue works separately with both sides of the brain, and they can process the left and the right sides, amount of distance, and what it is. Incredible organ, the Jacobson's organ. It's like a sheath that the forked tongue slips back inside and processes all of the chemicals, like a natural computer, supercomputer.
Fella running the gauntlet across the path. Keep your eye on this bloke. See what he gets up to. Hunting. Definitely on the hunt. Not a great place to sunbake, mate. The markings on the mad. Just following this young lace monitor along. I love it. He's walking right close by me there. Hey, he's mad. Little juvenile lace monitor.
One of the things that really amazes me about these guys is that crazy pattern, especially when they're young. You'd expect that they'd stand out in the bush like nothing else, but as you can see, as he moves through all of these little straw-like particles of grass and spinifex and the leaves, he blends right in. It's unbelievable how good the camouflage is, and it has to be at this age because he's prone to all sorts of prey, everything from ravens to butcher birds, right through to snakes, and he's just about at the bottom of the food chain at the moment. But yeah, you can see him here. It's definitely,
you can smell that meat from that feather.
Sense something around in the grass here. And it could be there's a feather on the ground there that could have a little bit of flesh on that feather. Yeah, definitely
Yep,
he's
for
picking
sure.
up that flesh on that feather there. But one of their main sources of food is carrion dead animals. A pretty wicked experience out in the wild to be able to watch these young
It's
lace
all right,
monitors
mate. I've been following you for half
make
an
their
hour.
way
Don't worry
along the
now.
Cumberland Plains. Just gives you a bit of an insight to what their daily life is like and how they hunt down on the ground on the plains. I just love the way that they move along. They really are one amazing animal, lace monitor. And you can see, hard to spot. The hunt continues. It's a never-ending hunt at this age. They've got to keep a constant flow of food, being such a small reptile. They can't go a great deal of time without food like the older monitors. They can go quite some time without food. But the small ones, a lot less of a fat deposit in the tail to draw on. Oh, this guy. Look at him, he's coming right up the log, right towards me. Come mate, you can't crawl on me foot. Oh. Yeah, off you go into the bushes. How crazy is that, eh?
All over me foot, mate. Baby lace monitor. Making his way up the tree. Look at that beautiful colorations. Tiny fella. He's gorgeous. Beautiful little lace monitor. Yeah, you'd be lucky to be a couple of years old. Not that old. Just a tiny lace monitor. See by the size of this tree. He's only a little fella. What a beautiful lace monitor. Look at the coloration in this guy. Pure magic. Oh, it's glorious. Only a tiny fella too. Beautiful, beautiful animal. Just a young lace monitor. How amazing is that? Zoom back a little bit, see if I can give you an idea. It's only tiny. Look at him compared to that tree. Tiny little fella.
And here's why they call them the tree goanna. They spend a lot of time in the trees. Oh, look at that yawn. The sun shining through that throat, magic. You can see the size of those claws compared to the lace monitor. Absolutely massive claws. And they have to be because they use these claws on a daily basis to scale massive trees, raid bird nests, and yeah, some of the larger ones, 6 foot plus. It's amazing how they can scale these trees. I'll just take you out with some footage, a nice close-up footage of our mate Varanus varius, the lace monitor, or goanna as it's known. And it's funny, it's not actually an Aboriginal term, goanna. It was actually from the early settlers from Europe, and they started to call these iguanas, and somehow evolved to goanna.
Are you telling Maggie? Whoa, a little bit of a battle. Ooh. They're a tenacious little bird. The willy wagtail. They're running rings around the poor old magpie. You come from the back. Surprise attack this little bugger. You can see it.
size means nothing, does it, mate? Not out in the big bad bush.
Next stop, we drop off at Currawong Pond down at Narragansett, and the resident sacred kingfisher just come back from migration, probably been out to Papua New Guinea, Malaysia, Indonesia. He's come all the way back here to Doonside to nest. Crazy. And we've got a beautiful eastern rosella. It's been feeding on the seeding grasses as he goes through the trees. A lot of long grass here at the moment down by the creek, so taking full advantage of that. They love the grasslands, the wetlands and the plains. One of their most spectacular birds. So definitely loves these seeding grasses. Great time at spring too, a lot of seeding grasses. Next stop, got a bit of a ring in here. This is a guinea fowl, and it's not actually a native. There's only one down at Narragansett. I'll call him the wobbler. Certainly not short of a food. Not short of a feed, this bloke. Quite an attractive, cool looking bird. I love the all of those small little white dots on the plumage. Oh yeah, it's the wobbler. Old turkey guts. He's not actually a turkey, he's a fowl. He's a little bit foul, this guy. He must have heard me, give me a bit of a filthy look. Okay, you're not so foul. You're a guinea, not so foul. Next stop, we've got the little corellas. Feeding down on the grasses. So many birds attracted to these seeding grasses. It's amazing. Yeah, just a small flock down here today in Narragansett. Little corella. Absolutely beautiful little bird. They're enjoying his time in the shade, getting a bit of the food from the seeding grasses. Amazing Australian birds, the corella. Ah, cool. Sitting on the edge of the pond, down at the Colby Centre near the waterfall, got a beautiful Sydney Basin short-necked turtle. You can see right near the World Gardens. Next stop, we're going to one of the best fishermen out on the Cumberland Plains. And, yeah, this guy's like the Rex Hunt of the bird world. He's amazing. He's sitting on a little vantage point like a rock, as we see here. And he'll look down into the water and spot any little guppies, fish, insects above the water, and he'll dive bomb them. He'll dive down underneath the water and grab a little mosquito fish or guppy, and he'll pop back up on here and have a good feed. And very common to see this guy down around the Colby Centre near the waterfall, especially at this time of year. He seems to have moved here since the sacred kingfishers have migrated back. They're a little bit bigger and a bit more dominant than this guy. So yeah, this guy's making himself scarce where he used to be, and yeah, you'll see him usually around the Chinese Gardens section of the World Gardens at Narragansett, near where the waterfall is. And you'll probably recognise the rocks here that he's standing on there. They're situated in the water and they come out of the water. Amazing birds. Bang, he got something there. He's back up on a different rock this time. He's got a few favoured vantage points. He likes to hang out near where the disturbance of the water is from the waterfall. Oops, it's shaky des there, sorry guys. I tripped over. And yeah, he'll hang there, right near the waterfall section. And there's a lot of activity there. They got a lot of little guppies feeding on the algae and things like that. And here's one of the things that makes springtime so special, is a male and a female Australasian grebe, and you can see the tiny little baby Australasian grebe there. And you see one of them will go off and gather some of the food and the weed, and I'll prepare it and bring it back for the little chick there. How tiny are the chicks? They're absolutely miniature. A little one on the back there hitching a ride. Out he comes. So we can see 3 of them there at the moment. It looks like she's got a petal off a flower of some sort there that she's feeding on. I was worried it was a bit of bread at first, but it's actually a petal of a flower, which is cool. Being their natural diet. And here comes Dad again, about to give feed to the babies. Yeah, spring's such a special time of year, it really is. And this is in one of the most congested parts of Narragansett, right in the main pond where the fountain is, next door to the waterfall. Oh, look how gorgeous those beautiful little Australian grebes are. Oh, they're so tiny. They didn't nest down here last year, so I'm glad to see that they've returned and nesting again. And I think there may be 4 from these little chicks, the Australasian grebe. How amazing are the colours on these guys. Oh, how cute's that little fella. What a cheeky little bugger he is. Stroof, that's just tops, eh? Oh, and there comes Dad to give him a feed again. So it's a never-ending cycle of duties to feed these growing babies. And they grow so fast, these guys. I'll try and keep documentation as they grow. And hopefully there's no little hiccups. Oh, it looks like he's hungry again. Yeah, because they're so vulnerable at this age, and pretty safe here actually, because there might be a lot of people traffic, but there's no lace monitors in this section of the park. And definitely have to watch the lace monitors at this time of the year. I noticed when there's a lot of lack of rain and the wetlands start to dry out, they move in and look to capitalise on all of these little baby chicks. How cute is that? They are one of the cutest little chicks you ever see. Australasian grebe. And yeah, if you take notice when you're walking around your local parks, these are the kind of things that you'll see. Amazing. Oh, there's the little chick taking some weed from Dad. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look, she can hardly stand up. That must only be a day or 2 out of the egg. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, they've only been out of the nest for a couple of days, no doubt. They've been hatched for a little longer, no doubt. But that's just crazy cool. Beautiful bird, the Australian grebe. Oh, here comes Dad again. And out come the heads. It's tucker time. Bit of bush tucker. He's got some weed again there. They'll pick out the right weed with nice consistency, not too fibrous. Plenty of nutrition. Just great parents. I love watching the animals parent their young. Absolutely amazing. And you can see like a big feather bed, aren't ya? Absolutely gorgeous. And off goes Dad by the looks of it on another adventure for food. While Mum watches the nest, look at her looking around everywhere. That is so cool. Okay guys, that might be about all for today's show. I'll just take you out with some footage of these gorgeous little Australian grebes.
Okay guys, that was the last stop on the Cumberland Express for today, out at the beautiful Bunyar Trails, Bungarraby Park and Narragansett Reserve. So we're going to get out of here and we're going to explore some more of Western Sydney parklands tomorrow. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed the show. Subscribe, give us some likes and comments, appreciate that too guys. So let's get out of here from the caveman. See you tomorrow.